So in this little handy dandy magazine that I told you could call the store and order, phone number is 316-733-0029. See, I'm good with numbers too. They show you how to organize your, find your organizational style, which I thought was really neat. They divide it into 5 ways to help you free up space and time. Guess what I fell in love with? This is your Clip It Up. Can you get a close-up of that?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you need to go buy the magazine. But they have taken the black dividers that come when you purchase your Clip It Up, and when you can purchase these separately. They have covered them with the color. So here pretty soon, I'm going to be able to do like a yellow section, and these are going to be yellow, and a green section. So those are going to pop up. So then I'm going to try to probably work some more of the other stuff in by color in that section. I think that's a really neat thing. This magazine is a good catcher for you, so I'm telling you, call the store and order it, because it discusses a lot like we discussed in organizing our stuff, is by color, person, manufacturer, theme, product type. So this is one of those that'll never get torn apart. We're going to discuss layout ideas later on. I will keep this. It will be a Bible when I'm teaching, when I'm helping somebody get their space organized. It will become one of my set Bibles. One of those things that you borrow out, but you keep like a library card of who took it, so you can make sure you can get it back, that type of thing. Okay, so moving on. Then we discussed that we have the colored sections here. And then in this section is little foam stamps. I'm not big. I do have like lots of letters, but I love the just being able to accent things here and there. So there's like a star and a heart, and then there's mainly the quotations. So
how are those on there?
They are on Love the Hardware Store. If you don't go to a hardware store and look for organizational stuff, you're crazy. You can go there and find all kinds of stuff. This is just like one of those little rings that you can get at a hardware store. And then these are the Heidi Swap foam stamps. I believe they already come with a hole in the corner. If they don't, then I put them on there. Do they come with a hole,
yes.
Danielle? Danielle says they come with a hole, and we know she's a Heidi Swap girl. So
Yay.
I love this. If somebody wants to borrow it, I just let them take the whole thing. And it hooks great just right up here on my Clip It Up. And that gives me the ability to take it with me. Like I said, no matter if I go for a weekend or a night, I take my whole Clip It Up with me. So that's so important. Now we're going to kind of get to the miscellaneous section. These are little chipboards with all different things on them, like and signs, telephone signs, and so forth. Then I have one little section that just has my Basil in Stitches templates. They come with these little rings, so they're so handy to have. And this one has like little quotes on it, and this is a dog one. But with the little ring, these little rings are like gold, and they're dirt cheap, ladies. You can hang so many things on there and go ahead and hang it on your Clip It Up, and you would think it would take up extra space, but when you have, if you were to hang them up on your Clip It Up like this, it would take up more space than if they were laying flat like this and hanging up. And see, they clip right up there, and I have 2 sections of those. And then we have Danielle's favorite section. What does that say, ladies? It says bling.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the point where I had so much of it that it deserved its own section. It needed the love. So I have a great little section with bling in it, and it's got, you know, the little frames and just all kinds of little fun things with the bling. That way you remember that you have it, and it doesn't get lost in the shuffle of everything else. About 6 months ago, my miscellaneous section was getting way large, and I realized there had to be a better way to do it. I was avoiding the miscellaneous section because it had so much in it. So I created a journaling section. So on your little list, besides the alphabets and the letters and the bling and the numbers, you can add a journaling section. Journaling section includes these types of little fun things. Little journaling cards. I'm a big Jenny Bolin fan. Whenever I can afford to do a monthly kit for Jenny B, she always has little journaling cards and stuff. Little tags. Does anybody remember this phase? I quit using these things forever, and now I use them with my scrapbooking, but I also, when we discuss the electronics drawer that I have, this is what I label my cords with, ladies. you can wrap them around and loop them in with each other and label that they're the iPod docking cord, or it's the Canon PowerShot, what do you call that cord? I'm having a blank day. I need more ibuprofen. And more caffeine. I need more caffeine. To label the cords so that you're not digging trying to remember which cord goes with which. I mean, it's ridiculous. If anybody's like us, I have a drawer full of cords and chargers from cell phones, and I just couldn't take it anymore when somebody was looking for something. So they're all labeled, and that's what I use these for. Okay, pressing on. So that's the little journaling section. Some more Heidi Swap, of course. Some things I take out of the package, some things I leave in. But this is a journaling section. So when you go and you've embellished your page, or you've gotten to the point where you're ready to embellish or journal, you go to your journaling section. There's all your little things to help you journal. So you don't have to try to figure out what you're going to do. You've got this section of your stuff so you can use it. You're getting the use out of what you've purchased. The infamous miscellaneous section. So I'm going to delve you guys into this one. Oh, another journaling. I have some journaling stamps that I got from Sherry at Close to My Heart that I use as well. And then my favorite little Ginny Bee bingo cards. Love those. So the miscellaneous section carries like little clipboards, photo corners. Can you catch that? Is it showing up?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the little chipboard photo corners, I've got those in the miscellaneous section. Some glass, some bigger letters that wouldn't fit. Cute little, like, movie tickets, circus tickets type things. And then I've got my thread, because I don't just use my thread for my stitching, I use it for lots of other things, like for buttons, so that's why it's in the miscellaneous. Next and last section, before we take a break, is the stars. I've really gotten big into, I'm not much of a hearts person, I do have something hearts, but stars are like my biggest love. I love anything with stars on them. My grandfather used to always wake us up, and he would call us no matter what time of the night it was, what day of the week, and he would tell us to go out and look at the moon at night. So I have a big connection with that, and my daughter has a connection with my grandfather, who's gone now, with the moon and the stars and the things about him. So stars are a big part of our family. Also, with my daughter being Cherokee, it just correlates with a lot of our life. So I have a little section of stars because I tend to use them quite a bit. Please post any questions that you have. The next section you're going to see this week also is going to be the bottom section of the Clip It Up. We're going to take a little break, have a little caffeine, and we'll be back.